before my divorce is final? Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm attorney Paul Whalen from Afford Law. If you're considering a divorce or have any family law issues, please feel free to give us a call. All of our fees are based on a sliding scale based on your income. So that means the less you make, the less you have to pay. We often get asked, can I start dating before my divorce is final? That's a pretty tricky question, to tell you the truth, because there's no law that prevents you from dating while you're still married, whether you're going through a divorce or if you are just married. Whether or not that's a wise idea is another story. It's probably not a very good idea to start dating before your divorce is final. And there are several reasons for that. Because dating during your divorce process could have several complications for the process itself. One of which is that your new partner, or the person that you're dating, could be dragged into your divorce proceedings as a witness, as perhaps the cause of the breakup, or for some other reason called to testify, or even to be blamed for the divorce itself. That's an additional burden on a new relationship that you probably and they probably don't want to be involved in to begin with. So you probably don't want to have them brought in as a result of your dating them. Another thing is that dating during a divorce can have implications as far as the divorce itself, as far as the outcome of your divorce. It can have several consequences, some of which are it can affect perhaps the property settlement that you'll get as a result of the divorce. So let's say that you are dating somebody during the divorce, and your spouse, soon to be ex spouse, finds out about that. If they can prove that you're using marital assets to fund that dating relationship, they can make an argument that you're wasting those marital assets, which are something that should be divided as a part of the divorce. So let's just say, as an example, they're claiming that you take a trip with this new person, you go away for a vacation with that person. If it can be shown that you're using property, that is either money or some sort of assets, to pay for that trip, therefore those assets are not in the marital estate and can't be divided between you and your spouse, then you're wasting those assets. And perhaps a judge could say, because you use that money for your dating, we're going to give you less in the property settlement because you've already taken a piece of the marital estate. In a similar fashion, when debts are being divided, as they will be in every divorce, if there are debts that can be attributed to the new relationship, you would be on the hook perhaps for those debts primarily or exclusively, and letting your spouse off the hook for those debts or possibly for others as well, in order to balance the scales, so to speak. Now, if you have children, dating while you're getting divorced could have an impact on your child custody and perhaps even child support matters. Let's say that a judge would feel that exposing your children to a new person in a new relationship, especially so soon after a divorce, would be not in the child's best interest. Therefore, the judge could order that could come into play when the judge makes a custody determination, whether you get custody or your spouse gets custody. Or if it's a parenting time issue, perhaps if you're the non custodial parent, perhaps the judge would limit your parenting time and take steps to exclude that new person because perhaps the judge is fearful that the child will be exposed to that new person, and it's a very critical point in the child's life, and it's not in their best interest. So it could be that your child custody and child visitation could be affected by a new relationship as well. So as I say, there's nothing to stop you from dating while you're going through the divorce, but all in all, it's really probably not a very good idea to do so. It's best to end one relationship before starting another. That way, it makes everything a little bit cleaner and a little bit better for all involved. If you're considering a divorce, before you take any steps, you might want to consider what are the important things that you need to think about before moving forward. We've put together a video checklist at affordlaw.org/checklist of the 7 most important things that you should consider if you're considering a divorce. Take a look at it. It's free. It'll just give you some ideas of what you should be sort of thinking about and what may lie ahead if you decide to go forward with divorce proceedings. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call or book a free virtual appointment with me. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have about any divorce or family law related matters. At Ford Law, we're making justice affordable. Thank you.